Why, hello everybody. Thanks for coming back. So I'm mixing it up a little bit today. Instead of baking and making food, I'm actually going to be making candles. Why? Because like a lot of people, I like burning a good candle, but I'm cheap and I don't want to spend $70 on a nice candle. Why would I do that when you can spend basically $70 on candle making supplies and make your own? Okay, full disclosure, I totally did a test candle yesterday. So I did make little votives and they worked out, and it was actually super easy. So like the first step is just I bought wax. I have these like bricks of wax that came, and I also have some granulated color wax that I'm gonna try to mix together to make color today. But first things first, I just need to chop it up into smaller pieces so it's gonna melt a little bit faster. And then I put it in a double boiler to get it melting down. So I'm gonna start by just chopping this up. I also just put on a piece of wax paper with my cutting board just because I figured, let's try to make things a little less messy. Plus you can pick it up and dump it in later, which makes it easier. So, step one. Okay, now that that's done, that was quite the workout for my arms, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it in my candle melter, if you will. And my wax paper trick is already ripping because I cut into it on accident. But at least that made it a lot easier. And I do have a mold that I bought as well. And then, so what you need is a mold of sorts. You can also just use a jar if you want to burn it in there. So I have the mold here, and then I have my wick already attached to my little end, so I can drop that in. And then once I fill it up, like obviously I have a little stick so I can hold it in the right spot. But it's pretty easy. All we do is melt the wax down to 180 degrees. I have a thermometer to keep it, and you'll be able to see it melt down. And then once it melts down, then you can let it cool a little bit. I think, so yesterday when I tested one, I added a lot of essential oils to it, but it didn't end up being that smelly. I think it's because I added it too soon when it was too hot, and it maybe melted it away a little bit. So I'm gonna try to let it go down a little bit. So also, I wanna add color to mine, so I'm gonna attempt to do that. We'll see how this goes. And I'm channeling my inner elementary school kid and remembering the color wheel. And because it was just Mother's Day, my mother's favorite color is purple, so I'm gonna try to do that. So I'm gonna do some blue. I should probably measure this, but you know what? I'm all about winging it. I have no clue how much I need. I'm gonna put some blue. And then, if you remember, blue and red make purple. Red. I don't know, that looks like enough maybe. I also have one wooden spoon that I have sacrificed to the candle gods. Okay, so double boiler. So I have this pan going just with boiling water in it. And I simply take this and just set it in. It makes some noise. It scares me a little bit first. But it's fine. It's starting to melt, which will be good because once it starts to melt and the colors melt together, then I'll be able to figure out if I need to add more blue or red to make it more of a purple. Then again, side note, this might be a little more difficult because I'm actually colorblind. I don't know if you guys know that. Fun fact! Look at it melting. Just melting away. What color is it? I don't know. Am I burning? Oh my goodness, that is not good. Turns out I'm burning the handle. Oh my goodness. During this stage, it's important to be very careful because this is hot as hell. In fact, let me take safety first. Haha. Also, it's definitely gonna need more red. Let's see if that'll do it. So the key is definitely to melt it down until it's a full liquid, but then it does say it needs to go till it's 180 degrees. Doing a little dance. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here. Let's get my trusty thermometer out. It's like an old school thermometer. I'm gonna keep this going and I'm gonna wait and let it sit for a little bit because, like I said, I need to let it drop about 10-15 degrees before I start adding in any fragrance. But one thing I am gonna do to make sure that my candle, like the wick stand, actually stays in there, I'm just gonna dip it because now when I place it, it should harden a little bit so it'll stick there. That's my goal at least. But then again, once you pour hot candle wax over it, once it gets hot again, who knows, we'll find out. So for fragrances, I'm using essential oils. So I'm a rock star who has a mega pack of essential oils. I don't even know what this one is. Frangipani, whatever. What if I want to make it like a spa candle, like a peppermint eucalyptus? I'm thinking I actually might do that just because I have lots of peppermint and lots of eucalyptus. And maybe just to give it a little hint of citrus, I'm gonna do some lemon as well. So now it's just a lovely waiting game for it to cool down. Hallelujah! All right, we've cooled down to 160. So now I'm going to add in some fragrance. You know what? I just kind of go wild. Like I have a lot. I'm just gonna use, honestly, I think I'm just gonna use like half the bottle. I probably could pull out the little thing to make this go a little bit faster, but you know, we can do this. It's like the shake weight. Okay, I use like half. Okay, now for the eucalyptus. This one's almost gone, so I'm just gonna pull out this little thingy in here. We're just gonna, yep, there we go. And then just a hint of lemon. The lemon came out fast, okay. We're gonna call that one a day. Look at that, baby. It's like navy, maybe purple. Can't really tell. So this is when we pray. So putting the candle in there, and then let's start pouring and hope the wick stays kind of in the middle because it's not a clear candle, so I can't see. Oh, I think this is just like the perfect amount. No, it's a little extra. And I probably should have done less. Is when you fill it to high and on the top, then what am I supposed to attach this to? Because like usually you wrap it around a stick and then let it rest. Oh, I saw another thing that says maybe you put a stick on each side. Success! Yes! So there we go. So like, how easy was that? So now I just have to wait for it to harden and then simply pop it out of the mold. So yeah, that was it. So I will show you the finished product. Then eventually I'm gonna start getting creative and crafty and seeing what different shapes and different things and how we can have some fun with it. So it's been a few hours. I just let it sit out on the counter. I didn't put it in the fridge or the freezer or anything yet. So it's hardening up. So I'm just gonna remove the skewers. And this is a mold, so it should just pop right out in theory. And, oh my gosh, and it smells good. Oh my God, I think I did good. Yay! I did crafts. So I feel accomplished. It's ready to go. Obviously, as always, make sure you burn your candles on a safe spot. So like if you're not gonna put it, this is a pillar candle, so you can put it on a pillar, or if you wanna put it on a glass plate or something, just make sure you don't burn it just like this. It has to be on something that's fireproof, just in case. Of course, don't go to bed with a candle lit, don't leave the place with a candle lit, things like that. But I'm super excited. I think I did really good for my first one. And that was easy. So next step is I'm gonna get crafty. I'm gonna get creative. So I'm excited. What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna try it? It's pretty easy. I think you should.